Hello, Cancer. Thank you for tuning into your general read. For the main part of the read, I'm using the De Lima Tarot by Renata Lechner. For the supportive oracle cards, the magical spell cards by Lucy Cavendish. Alright, already shuffled. Let's see what we have. Having some fun here with the cards at the moment. Ooh, we have upside down card. And the oracle cards nonetheless. Alright, let's see how this goes. Alright. So, Six of Cups is where you're starting at. Typically a memory card, history card, something like that. I feel like this is somebody kind of like making wishes. Wishes of the past. I feel like a wish feel here. Like, I wish things were the way they were. Like, I feel like that's the type of the feel I've got going on here. I wish things were as good. There's two upside down oracle cards, for the love of Pete. I wish things were the way they used to be. I feel that energy coming in. That's what you're starting with. Now, see, things are a little interesting here. Somebody, I don't know if you're really connected with them or not at this point. I think it's really subjective. It's all connected to they wish things were the way they used to be. Because this other person, they are doing really well. They are doing really well. And I feel like this is like on the outside they're doing very well. But they're not completely happy. And I feel like they might be more in line with your thoughts than it may seem. Because on the outside it looks really good, but on the inside I feel like they might feel more like you. I wish it was as good as it used to be. And what I'm getting next here is it's the Ace of Pentacles on its side, but this is another card that came in upside down. The Prosperity upside down. Now with Prosperity upside down, and again, I know I'm very much an intuitive reader, so what I'm getting from this is like it's technically going very well, but it's kind of like not really enjoying it. Technically, it's good. They got success, especially with this card leading into it. They got success. It's good. But I feel like it's one of those things where they're not like this card here, straight up that's good. Upside down, it's not so good because it's kind of like something that's droning on. It's on its side, it's more good than not. They're doing well. They're technically doing well, but I don't feel like they're enjoying it. They're just not. So they're coming back towards you. They are coming towards you. Justice is here in the center. Between the two of you, for whatever reason that things are not the way they used to be, whatever reason that is, they're coming towards you to see if they can restrike a balance. Restrike a deal or a balance. Depending on your situation, I suppose. They're coming towards you to balance this out. They want this to work out. They want to see if they can recapture the past as well. Now, from a reader's standpoint, that can be tricky. You can't repeat something you already did. You can't, like, I can't go back and be a teenager again. It's just not going to happen. But I could get back into running. I could get back into playing the cello, which I'm not going to. But I'm just saying I could recapture something like that. I could recapture doing something like I used to do when I was that age. You know. Give me a little leeway on that one. So I feel like that's basically what they're saying. Like, remember what we used to do? Remember how we used to do this? Do you think we could recapture this? What do you think? And you're just like, I would like to. I feel like you got the Seven of Cups here. I would like to. I don't know if we can. I would like to. I'm willing to try to. I'm willing to try to. Ooh, you got double justice. I just saw that. Okay. I want to. I would like to. I don't know if we can. I would like to try. I feel that too. You're open to trying. Like literally, when I say you have double justice, these two cards are next to each other. They're literally both justice cards. If there's something that was incorrect in the past, let's just leave it at that. You're getting you're happy with how it's coming back around. I don't feel like we need to go any farther than that. And it just something that went not so well in the past is now coming back like they're saying justice twice. Like justice is being served here, whatever that means. That's 360. That's 360. That's not saying one person was right, one person was wrong. Everybody's owning up to everything. I may have done this, and I'm sorry. Somebody's like, yeah, well, I did this. I feel, especially in this situation, especially you're like, yeah, I could have been better at this. And somebody else, like the other people are saying, whoever this person may be, I could have been better at that. This is part of trying to recapture where it was good. Double justice. That's really, really coming in strong. I feel like another reason there's two of those right there. Both sides are owning their faults. Both sides are willing to make improvements. And I feel like it's like feeling like you're being vindicated and you're also getting forgiveness and giving forgiveness at the same time. Am I going too far with that? We're good. No, that's good. Okay. I don't know if we can recapture it. I'm willing to try. The other side, when you're willing to try and go through it, and you're just being honest. I feel like you're just honestly saying, I liked it the way it was. I don't know if we can get it back, but I'd like to. I'm willing to try. That puts them forward. They're extremely ecstatic about that. I feel like this is one of those things they did not think that was possible. They just didn't, but they were willing to try, and the fact that you were willing to come back and see them halfway on this, that's the world to this person. They're so happy. Because they feel like if you're in the spot to try, and you don't know, but you're willing to try, they're thinking that's great. They're like, if there's any chance at all that this could recoup, this it will happen. If it can happen, it will happen. That's their attitude. If it can happen, it will happen. They completely believe that this is a great thing. And they're going forward with this. Are they going forward with this, or are they walking away from it temporarily? They will go forward with this. They will go forward with this. But, you know what I'm seeing with this Eight of Cups? I actually see them walking away temporarily. They will go forward with this. I see it. There's the Chariot. You got the Chariot coming up after. It's coming, but it's not here with the Eight of Cups. I feel like everything is good, but I feel like that's walking away from this good moment. I don't feel like they're not shutting down from it. I feel like most of them, they're very happy. Something pulls them away. I don't feel like there's nothing bad pulling them away. I feel like it's like you guys come together. You're like, I don't know, but I'd like to. They're like, that's great, me too. And like, we'll talk later. And you're like, great, we'll talk later. And you're like, yeah, where's later? Like, where's later? Later? Are you out there later? Because it's not happening. I feel like they're taken away from the situation for a moment. There's other things they have to handle. I just feel like the two of you don't come back together right away. That's okay. I don't feel so bad about this, but I understand why this is here. Peace upside down. It leaves you uneasy. Like, I thought we were gonna work on this. Where'd you go? Hello. Like, I feel like literally it's like that. Like, I thought we were gonna work on this. There's a period here of like non-action, non-communication. I'm even thinking, non-communication definitely, because you're just like, I thought we were like really excited about something, and you're leaving me hanging here. It does seem to go dormant. It doesn't feel like for most of you it lasts all too long, but long enough to the point where you're questioning like, why did we even have that conversation? It is coming forward. It is. And what I'm getting here, you got another sideways card. Well, it's fine. I don't think that's bad. I feel like this is leading into the next. Things seem to kick off. Like, this person comes back toward you quickly. They got Grace and they got the King of Cups. Don't get caught up in the gender, but they're very excited about this. They truly are, and they still are. Something pulled them away temporarily. I don't even know if they're going to acknowledge that, but something did. When they come back, it comes back really quick, and I feel like the Eight of Pentacles is like, it seems like it takes up a lot of time. It feels like it takes a lot of work. There's a lot invested here, but I feel like it's 6 to 1, half a dozen to the other. There's a lot you have invested, a lot of history, but there's a lot more that could come from this. A a lot of better things that can happen. And I feel like it's coming in fast, and you're just kind of like, there's a lot here. It just feels like there's a lot. And I feel you coming forward finally, like, to the Ace of Swords, in the sense of, like, it's almost like it comes out, it doesn't come out of nowhere, clearly, but it comes so fast. It comes in so fast, this person comes at you. It's almost like you thought they ghosted you, and then they're like, hey, I'm ready, here we come, woo! I'm here with the picnic basket, let's go have some lunch, whatever. And you're just like, I didn't realize you were going to show up right now. Okay, good. There's a lot here. You're not negating anything out, but I feel like it takes you a minute to get your bearings. I feel like that's what these 3 cards. You're happy about it. You know what I mean? You got it seems to happen out of nowhere. Well, not out of nowhere, but it comes in quick. That 8 of Pentacles is like, there's a lot that this is built on. There's a lot that could be coming forward. There's a lot. There's a lot. Once you get your bearings, you're ready to go forward. It happens quickly. I also see the Health card here with you. I don't feel like you're upset. I just feel like you're just I don't know. You just seem to be feeling like you were ghosted, and then it comes in, and then it's going. I feel like they're saying, like, it's just going to take you a minute to get your bearings. But once you get your bearings, this is good. You're going to feel good about it. You're going to be okay. The situation is good. That moment throws me off. That energy throws me off. When it comes in, it just feels like you thought you were ghosted, and then it just comes in full force. It takes you a minute to get your bearings. Once you have your bearings, you're okay. I think we're good. Are we good with that energy? I think it threw me off, to tell you the truth, because it just feels, and I feel like when that happens, if this reading hits with you, it's going to throw you off, because you thought you were ghosted and then you weren't. And then the Chariot, like I showed you, it's going forward. Everything seems like it's okay. Once you get your bearings and you get a hold of it, you're very easily communicating here. Now, when this is happening, and you're communicating, you're like, I'm into it, let's go, I'm ready to see if we can recapture what was good here. The 9 of Swords is happening for this other person. They have a lot of complications around them. And I feel like we're going back to that analogy, like, when I was a teenager, and I was into running, and I played the cello for whatever reason, which I don't anymore. Life was different. Life didn't have the responsibilities that I have now. Like, if I was to go, like I do actually, like if I was to bring back those things that I did at that age, I don't have the same time as I did when I was that age. I don't have the same energy level. Like, life is different. I have different priorities. That's what's happening to this person. What it was back when this situation was really good. Life moved differently. The different responsibilities, life moved differently. Let's just leave it at that. I don't think I need to beat that too much more to death. And they're feeling the weight of how life is now compared to then, and they're trying to hold things together. When I get the 9 of Swords is a lot of times regret. They're not regretting coming back towards you. They're regretting not seeing it for the difference. They're regretting not acknowledging or seeing, like, why things changed. They should have. I feel like they look at it at this point like, I really should have thought, like, this is why that changed. This is why that went forward. This is why this couldn't be the same anymore. I'm getting a lot of stress here. Life is different. I don't think they're going to be able to bring it back to what it was before. They're not going to be able to, is what I'm actually getting. And I feel like that's a problem, but they're going to have to balance this out themselves. I don't feel them communicating that with you, because they really do want this to go forward better. They are realizing the stresses of how things changed is what caused problems. And I feel like they're trying to find a better way to deal with it this time around. It's almost like the first time around, stresses came in on them. They didn't handle it the best. And then it was breeding problem after problem, and things would go back and forth. Both people seemed like they had problems, but it seems like things weren't handled very well. They have to find a way to balance that now. I feel like that might be difficult. It's not you, it's the way things run now. Life is different. They have to find a way to work that out. But in the good sense here, what goes on between you and this person, you have the Queen of Wands. Things seem to go forward and have a life of their own. Things go forward very well between you and this person. I do see, though, that this person has a lot more responsibilities that they have to balance off. I don't know how long they can keep up this rate. I don't know how long they can keep up the rate. Because I feel like they're forcing it to go forward. The situation, like, they are into it. They do like it. They do want to make things better with you. They do want things to return to the way they are, the way they were. But they can't. It's not going to be the way it was. And I feel like they need to address and be honest with you about what has changed in their life and why they can't do things the same way. I do feel like this could still go well, but at some point they have to talk with you and tell you how their life has changed, and they're going to have to rebalance it. If they communicate with you on the honest level and explain to you how things are different, I feel like the two of you can work this out and the situation can continue to be good. But that conversation has to happen. It does. And if it's rebalanced correctly, which is up to the way you two see it, to where they're not feeling the stresses of the changes in their life, and they can still go forward, then I feel like this can go well still. So I do feel like it can be good. Alright, are we good? Alright, I think we're done. I'm going to wrap it up there. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. Thank you.